Fire is really a lot like electricity. Electricity is a dangerous thing. You can get a severe shock from electricity and it can kill people, but it can also be put to wonderful uses. And fire, when used in a sophisticated manner, is very much the same way. Fire can course through the forest like electrons through a wire and energize those circuits that the forest has. It can turn on the meadows and encourage them to bloom at the right time of the year.
Fire is a spirit. This land has spirits. And when we're burning, they come alive. And those spirits, they still here. That's why we do sing to them. That's why we do talk to them. You have to understand fire. You have to respect fire. You can't be afraid of it. If you're afraid of fire, you won't understand fire.
The Spaniards wanted to suppress fire because they saw it as dangerous and did not necessarily understand what purposes people were putting the fire to. They saw it as a careless application of fire by what many of them referred to as, quote, primitive people, unquote. So fire suppression is very much tied up with social and political oppression of Native American people. It might sound like a good thing to have a lot of trees. That's what the Forest Service thought. And they wanted to maximize the number of trees per acre. But what they were doing was changing the landscape, getting lots of little thin trees in between the bigger trees and the wide spacings that had been maintained for thousands of years by indigenous fires. By suppressing fire and keeping people from lighting cultural burns, you built up the fuel over time. And that's what has led to a situation today where the forest is full of trees, but really closely packed and ready for that spark and for a huge wildfire to start at any time.
We continue to follow breaking news out of the Santa Clarita area where 200 firefighters are battling a fast-moving brush fire along northbound Highway 14 near Sand Canyon. It's quickly burning currently at 2,500 acres with 0% containment.
A devastating blaze tearing through Southern California overnight. Moving fast, tripling in size, and engulfing more than 18,000 acres of land. More than 82,000 residents have evacuated as air tankers work tirelessly to douse the flames. The Blue Cut fire started Tuesday, just 60 miles east of Los Angeles, closing down a major interstate and roadways as it grew. The governor of California declaring a state of emergency.
Fire is going to be on the land whether we like it or not. We can either choose when and where and how we prepare for it and how to deal with it, or continue on with fire suppression and hope belly that it don't come back, but it eventually will.